as the lead creator of Pokemon Subnoodle version. But once again, thanks to everyone reading this.
It's been over 3 years since we first announced what was then known as Project Nupsoodle. Originally planned to be an RPG Maker game, we had a lot of ideas that you could definitely say were over the top. Those involved with the main project concluded it was a bit too much due to the need of learning a new coding language and real life commitments, so we decided to step it back and rebrand this project to what is now known today as Ultra Subnoodle version. Like Project Nupsoodle, we had a lot planned. Over 100 custom forms were submitted by the public, new music throughout the region, and of course, all the trainers in the game were meant to be subscribers from within the Subnoodle Discord. We wish for this to be the ultimate fan created community game, and this is something we are still aiming for. However, we have ultimately come to this conclusion. Ultra Subnoodle will not be continued on the 3DS platform. This is purely due to several complications regarding editing the ROM and making it up to the standards that we wish it to be at. We wish for the sequel game to Subnoodle version that can still live up to the hype each trailer brought. The best I can compare this with is Metroid Prime 4. The development team openly said they were not happy with the work and decided to start fresh again, and we will be doing the same. Ultra Subnoodle will now be developed as a Sword and Shield hack. Mod work in terms of Sword and Shield has rapidly grown and is now at the point where something very similar to what was originally planned with Ultra Subnoodle is now doable in a much easier fashion. This means it will be a little longer before we can release this hack for everybody to see, but I personally believe for the highest quality of work, this is the correct way to go. It's not like we are starting 100% from scratch. 70 of the 100 forms returns in Sword and Shield, and they will be updated to Sword and Shield quality, and the same idea of having everyone as trainers remains as well. Some point in the future, a Jot form, which I totally didn't rip off the real noodles, will be available. This is essentially redoing all the prior submission trainer details again, because we want a fresh start, and one more correlating to the community in 2021 to 2022. You'll be presented with providing your Discord name and then your in-game name, trainer locations being first in, first serve, your trainer class, and lastly, your text. That being said, what of the other 30 forms that will not be in Sword and Shield, which unfortunately includes the Sinnoh starters? Well, they are not going to waste. Please, have a look at this. Subnoodle version was the first community fan-based ROM hack produced, and since then more have followed. However, as time goes on, it became very outdated as all games do. Thus, a remaster version has begun development. It will start off as a randomizer, however, a proper version like the original will be released at a later stage. As you have just witnessed, those were the middle stage evolutions for what were the Ultra Subnoodle starters. The original Subnoodle version contained 32 custom forms, but for this, we have expanded upon it. The game will contain the 32 original forms with new cleaned up designs, 8 forms from the Game Boy Advance Sleeplock ROM hacks, the 30 forms from Ultra Subnoodle version that do not feature in Sword and Shield, and 14 brand new forms. That is all for this direct. We hope you understand our decision on changing from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to Sword and Shield. We are excited to build this amazing ROM hack to match this great community. However, I have one final thing to announce. As already stated, the original planned starters for the second game were the Sinnoh starters, who do not appear in Sword and Shield. But we do have alternatives. In the trainer's submission post that will be posted in the Ultra Subnoodle channel, you will be presented with two choices: the Hoenn starters and the Alolan starters. The new starters of the game will be down to you guys via a vote. Pick wisely. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.